Hi guys, I'm Shmee. Good evening to you. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm going to get started with a thank you to those of you who are the early watchers who view these videos right when they go live, and also to everyone who has watched my videos so far with the new car, with the AMG GT R. Now there is one big problem with this car. When you get a brand new AMG GT R, for the first 1,000 miles, you can only drive it up to 4,500 RPM in comfort mode and basically not very aggressively. So today, I can't take this car out to drive, but what I can do is head upstairs where there is a toy with which we can drive the AMG GT R properly. And also, BenzeneBen's coming over because I want to talk to you a little bit about this Koenigsegg Record and how fast they have driven with the Agera RS. It is insane. Anyway, we'll leave the GTR for now. We'll head upstairs. Ben is here. Yo. And good news, so is this. You ready for it? You ready for it? Xbox One X. So this rocked up, and it's not actually out yet.
No, we're going to unbox it.
You know more about these things than I do. However, we also, as well as the Xbox One X, which can replace my old under the TV Forza version of the Xbox One, we have many games, including, oh, I went straight to it. Forza 7, hashtag not sponsored, not an ad, but we've got Forza 7, and I think there's an AMG GT R in there.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It would be quite awkward if there isn't. It'd actually be really awkward.
I'm sure we'll find something else to drive if there's not.
Yeah, we'll manage. There's a GT2 RS on the front. That was actually the launch thing, wasn't it? They launched the GT2 RS. Anyway, the point of this is just to basically chill out and open the Xbox One X and plug it in and drive over 4,500 RPM in an AMG GT R.
Yeah. And
talk about some stuff, because we've got some things to run by you guys as well, so watch this space. Anyway, for the moment, let's work out how to unbox this.
You're just going to sit on the floor to do this?
Yep, got some practice recently.
Yeah, well, you've been doing all your IKEA boxes, so this should be a breeze.
Many IKEA boxes. So, Xbox Live Gold, Xbox Game Pass. We have a box of goodies.
Power cable, I reckon?
Most likely. We've got our controller, of course.
Uh-huh.
Controller.
That's the AV cable, I think.
And a power cable. Let's first open the controller. This is the rapid way to do an unboxing. I'm sure there's some batteries, unboxing channels that do it more. One Xbox controller. Familiar with that. Then we have the console. There's nothing else in the box. Box has a nice Porsche 919 Le Mans car. That's in the pit lane at Le Mans. Very nice. So, take off the ends. This is literally Xbox One X unveiling, unboxing in like sub 60 seconds. Well, it would be sub 60 seconds if I could work out how to do all the packaging. Come on. I'm trying to do it tight.
Speed unboxing.
There we go. There's the console. Slightly smaller than the old one. This was the Forza version of the Xbox One, which came with, was it Forza 5? Forza 6. Forza 6. Yeah. I think it's about 2 years ago.
With the Ford GT on the front.
Indeed, indeed. And there have been some cool videos from Alan Hartman, the founder, who is Mr. Forza basically, who has a Ford GT and has already taken delivery of it. I'm very jealous of him. Mine is years away. Anyway, I'm going to crawl around the back of here and plug this in, and it's probably going to be rather chaotic because I haven't been in there for a while. So let's see. We're on. I think that's telling me to press A. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we actually sign in at Shmee150. I think many of you have followed me on my Shmee150 account on Xbox, because normally when I sign on it goes ping, 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 ping. And presumably, well, I'm going to have to set this up without you all knowing what the details are, so we'll come back in a second. We've just got to go through the setup, some screens to flick through. Colours. Don't think that's a hard choice really, is it? Which shade of blue should it be?
Difficult.
We've got
that's a
Aston Martin
GT8,
Cobalt Blue, we've got McLaren Cerulean is sort of here. I think we've got a bit of Porsche Miami Blue going on. It has to be Cerulean, doesn't it? Right, next. Signed in, I remembered my password fortunately, but 95 gigabytes to download. That's going to take a while, even with decent-ish internet. But that's downloading the Forza 7 and a number of the packs. So Hoonigan, Fate of the Furious. What else do we have?
Quadriformaggio.
Yeah, Quadriformaggio, Alphas, Julia. All the packs.
All sorts.
This is cool. So we will leave that, go order some pizzas, come back shortly. We're running. Well, we're ready to start at least, so 25%. Let's give this a go. A GT2 RS. we're up and running, and the split screen even has an AMG GTR alongside a Turbo S. So you'd think the AMG GTR is probably in this game.
You'd hope so.
You'd hope. So we're going to split screen it, because I've already got an Xbox One remote, and work out how to do this. Select car. This has to be number 1. So, buy car, rent car.
Yeah.
I can't afford to buy it, I bought one.
No.
So we've got, you can scroll a page at a time. Mercedes AMG GTR. Done. Can I choose my colour?
You've got it.
Do I get that luxury? No, I just have to select green. Suzuka. Top gear. Let's do top gear.
No, roughly where we're going.
Roughly. Top gear it is. So do you have to press something? Player 2, sign in. I can see down the bottom.
Good spot.
The left.
I'm Shmeed.
Shmeed 150 brackets 1. Car restrictions have changed.
YouTube.
So you need to pick a car as well. Oh, you're a GT2 RS. It's kind of cool in a way, but we should definitely race GTRs. So when you can't drive your real AMG GTR, which screen am I?
Top, right?
When you can't drive your real AMG GTR to 4,500 RPM, burnouts! We're on it! Sounds quite good.
Yeah.
Sounds right. I'm just going to hold my foot flat, it's going to go wrong.
Oh, lock
You
on the brakes!
this is kind of funny. Oh, I'm going to hit a cone.
Oh, you hit me!
On the grass! Coming through!
Oh, I'm in the tyres! Look, wow! That's actually really cool.
What are you doing?
This stopped me fully cheating.
And across the line, but that means lap 2.
I'm in a car park. I've gone back to the studio.
Oh gosh, you literally destroyed that tyre wall.
Yeah, it was really
That's
cool.
very
I
detailed.
was taken aback by the physics of the destructive environment.
I've had a moment. I've had another moment. I've had an epic moment, but it means a burnout. And away we go, you can see my burnout. Okay, you're surprisingly close behind given how badly you were driving.
Oh, I've gone too deep. Tried too hard.
Oh, Gambon! Oh, no! I crossed the line! Oh, that's lap 3. No, it's done.
There we go.
I'd love to take my actual AMG GTR to Dunsfold.
Yeah.
Should we make that happen?
As long as I don't stick it into the tyre barrier at the Hammerhead chicane.
Who wants to... No. It's round 2, and for this, we're going to pick Dubai. Because we're actually going out to Dubai to film some pretty cool stuff this month. We've got a couple of weeks. Well, I've got a couple of weeks. Ben's going to come out there for a bit. And this series of content, stay tuned. I mean, we've been hyping up the AMG GTR a lot, but wait for Dubai because it's just going to be mega.
I can't wait.
AMG GTRs at Dubai. Let's get a race.
Let's do it.
Maybe when we're in Dubai we shouldn't drive like this, so we might find ourselves in a lot of trouble. But we are going to be driving around in some very cool cars, I can tell you that now. Some very, very cool cars. I should probably look where I'm going. This game requires concentration.
If we drove like this in Dubai, we'd find ourselves with some similarly powered police cars on our tail.
Yeah, yes. I wonder if they've got an AMG GTR on the police fleet yet.
Probably
or if
on order.
the Bugatti comes after us, we're in trouble. Once upon a time, going up this road to Jebel Hafid, I stood at the side of the road and filmed 5 Veyrons going by. That was a good day. Then I proceeded to jump into one of those Veyrons and get driven up and down it. Then it became an even better day. I just love how the hotel at the top is actually accurately represented and modelled. I've done a few trips with Supercars Club Arabia, Desert Run and Amanya, where we've stayed up here. This is so cool.
I think they have like a little concierge guy coming outside.
A valet.
Yeah.
Park my car, please, sir.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Oh, we're heading to the airport. Dubai International Airport. Home of an awful lot of A380s with Emirates Airline. It would be so cool to go racing AMG GTRs around Dubai. Through the tunnel. This is like the tunnel across to, on the Palm, out to Atlantis. Yeah, completely.
Shall we do this road when we get there?
And then Shakeside Road out the other side. This is so cool! And across the line! Yes! This a victory dance. It's like being a footballer coming up with a celebration. I should do some.
It's the finger. It's the finger. Yeah, we'll do it in a few months' time when I've learned the roads. You know,
because that's totally it's from Dubai to Jebel Hafid it's only like 2 hours. I have not played the single player game, but I have heard that if you do and you purchase an AMG GT R, you can actually buy it in the Shmee 150 spec already with my number plate in black and everything already done, which I think is really quite cool. We're back in the garage, back down towards the real car, so that was spontaneous, a bit of gaming back on the channel.
Yeah, well, when you say, oh, I've got the new Xbox that isn't even out, I'm not really going to say, no, I'm going to stay home for that one.
No, and I hadn't actually played the new Forza either, but a blast to drive the AMG GTRs properly, not how this one is limited at the moment. For now, although I like the idea of taking it to Dunsfold, the home of Top Gear, at some point in the future.
That would be great fun. I'd love to drive that track in the real world.
In a car like that.
In that.
And I think you guys, it's interesting to hear your feedback on games in general, car games. I've played with some of you randomly on the Xbox in the past. Back when Forza Horizon 2 came out, we had a club and that was really good fun. I'm sure plenty of you are into the gaming side of things. So let me know if you want to set up something in the future, maybe, if that would be a good idea. Interested to hear your feedback, really.
I'm going to need some help to beat him, it seems like.
I'm sure, not for long, no doubt. But for the moment, we will jump into GTR and at least move it a few miles on this video. It's done about 300 or so miles now so far on the clock. But if I come round, do you think I should de-chrome it? Do you think I should get rid of the chrome door handles? I'm going to get rid of the silver rims on the wheels. I don't like those.
Yeah.
De-chroming the badges is obviously pretty easy to do. The front grille, I'm not so sure about. And I also feel it would be a bit blasphemous to de-chrome the Mercedes Star.
There were a lot of comments on the video about not liking the silver rims, so I think for once you and your audience will be in harmony about what you want the wheels to be.
So the LT wheels will stay silver, but these will probably go black, unless I do the whole wheels yellow.
That would set the cat amongst the pigeons, wouldn't it?
Joking! Trolling you guys. What do you think about this light? So normally you have lights out of the car for puddles, you know? So when you open the door, oops, it's locked itself, you can see the puddle. Oh wait, the light's gone over there. It's a poser light. It's not very much of a puddle light. Anyway, let's jump in and stop my chatter. And maybe from in here, I can hit the start button, point the camera to the back. 273 miles on the clock. It's alive. I actually did it in comfort mode. That would have been the exhaust open. But we'll get a move on. So while we bumble through the streets of London, we realise that this car is actually incredibly wide. The centre console is massive.
Yeah.
The size of the car, I've looked it up, is about the same width as an Aventador, a touch smaller, about the same as the Bentayga I was driving. But up to this point, we've not actually talked about the Koenigsegg Record at all. That is probably the biggest, I think, news story of this week. Do you know much about it?
No, basically nothing.
Okay.
You know, you see the odd Instagram post, but I've not seen any videos.
So you've seen this red Agera RS all over the internet. Basically, Koenigsegg. Oh, excuse the noise.
Entry 2A40 East.
Thanks, navigation. Let's mute you. We don't want that.
Shush.
Yes. Shut up a little bit on us. We're driving here. So the Agera RS has set a record of 277.9 miles per hour. 278 miles per hour. And that's done by going in both directions. You have to set the record by timing it each way to neutralise the wind effect and the different road, whether there's an incline or decline. So they've gone in one direction, verified by RaceLogic VBox, 284 miles per hour. Now the thing that boggles me the most about this is when I recently did my VMAX run in my LT, and I did a touch over 200 miles an hour, that is what I did, plus more than the UK motorway speed limit again. More than we are allowed to drive on top of what I did in my car. That is absurdly fast. They did that on a closed 11-mile stretch of road in Nevada near Pahrump, which is just outside Las Vegas. And, well, the Bugatti Veyron Supersport that had the record before was 10 miles an hour slower. 10. It's not like they just beat it.
No.
10 miles an hour.
Because most of the time when these records get beaten, it's by a few fractions of a mile an hour.
Just about.
Sorts of things.
And I mean, Bugatti haven't done it with the Chiron yet, but Koenigsegg used the Agera RS. I've seen lots of people commenting about why didn't they use the 1-to-1, and the most obvious main reason that most people I think haven't thought about is the 1-to-1 engine is in that Agera RS. So the 1,300, yeah, the 1,360 horsepower, 5-litre twin turbocharged V8.
But you're not hauling around a huge ironing board on the back of your car.
It still has a wing and things, but the 1-to-1 has more downforce, which at that speed, more downforce actually means more drag, which holds the car back. So the Agera RS is their fastest car, and it's just...
It is crazy. Like you say, 10 miles an hour is so significant at that speed, because when you're going that fast, you're driving into a wall of air.
For sure, and that's why the weight of the car, so the Agera RS maybe being slightly heavier than a 1-to-1 doesn't actually matter at all, because at VMAX, you're hauling momentum. It doesn't really matter if the car's a bit heavier, it makes no difference. As people told me on my VMAX run, I need to cough, my voice is going. But I just think it's mind-blowing they did it. Everybody's always known for a while that car is fast. Yeah. Now they've gone out and proven it. And I was going to say, they broke their own 0 to 400 to 0 record in the process. They set that really recently as 36.6 or so seconds. Now they've done like 33 seconds 0 to 400.
It's almost funny how that, which is such an outlandish record, is now like the new benchmark.
0 to 400 to 0. It's not like 0 to 100 to 0 kilometers, not to 400 to 0. Yeah, and the funny thing from the video, when you watch the video of the Agera RS run, when it's slowing down, he slows down to like 220, and then he backs off like he's not moving. And I'm like, that's 20 miles an hour quicker than I went in my car. Oh wow. So it's basically crazy. I give all my congratulations to Christian von Koenigsegg and his team. I've loved their cars and filming videos with their cars, and I think this achievement is truly spectacular, well deserved, and I hope they hold the record for a good long time to come.
They'll probably beat it themselves in a couple of months.
They found the right stretch of road. They've been planning to do it for ages, and full respect for how they've been able to pull that off. I think it's a magical achievement, and yeah, just hats off. Anyway, we're driving gently. Like I said, running in the AMG GT R means I need to get it to 1,000 miles, driving up to 4,500 RPM, and basically preferring to use comfort mode, no kick down. Shouldn't really use sport or paddles. You can a bit, it's not that fussy, but for 1,000 miles, that's a lot of driving. It's going to take me a while, and because we're going to Dubai for a couple of weeks, it's going to take me even longer, which is infuriating, because I just want to get this car run in so that I can drive it on track days and events and things, and you guys can see it being driven how it should. But that's why it might take a while. Please excuse me. As soon as we're through that, and there are some modifications coming very soon that are going to help me drive it all the time, as soon as I'm through the run-in, I will be driving it non-stop.
The real fun begins.
The real fun begins indeed, and I'm looking forward to that one. But until then, you'll have to stay tuned to find out in the not very distant future what I'm going to be changing on this car. Until then, I'm going to be driving one properly, not my one, another one properly, learning to slide it, so watch that, playing with the traction control, and then I might be going to drive an AMG GT4 race car.
Lots of fun. I'm
looking forward to sharing that video. Anyway, for today, I hope you guys have enjoyed a little gaming look, nice chilled out vlog, I think. And we're always interested to hear your feedback and what you'd like to see. Stop starting a car like this is so wrong. So wrong. Anyway, I think we'll wrap it up for there. So thanks, Ben, for coming along.
No worries, as long as I can borrow the Xbox whilst you're in Frankfurt.
Something like that. No worries. And thank you guys for watching. As always, make sure you're subscribed and click that little bell down below if you want to get the first notifications on all new videos that we post, so the videos don't get lost in your newsfeed or your subscriptions feed or anything like that. Thanks again. See you very soon. Cheers.